Namaste everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Roots of Analytics. In this session, we will see what is SUBSTRING function. As of now, we have completed what is function and why we are using functions. Function is divided into two types. One is built-in function, another one is like user-defined function. So in built-in function, we have already completed what is aggregate function and how we are using aggregate function with group by and having clause. In our last session, we have completed what is scalar function, and some scalar function we have seen by doing practicals like trim, ltrim, rtrim, replace, length. So we have completed upper, lower, we have completed these functions. And we have also completed practical for those functions. In this session, we'll see what is SUBSTRING function and why we are using SUBSTRING function, and why it is so important to know about the SUBSTRING function. Okay, so let's check what is SUBSTRING function. The SUBSTRING function in SQL is used to extract a portion of a character string. For an example, I have a column, and if I want to take data for some particular portion from that column. For an example, if you can see here the ID column. If I want only these numeric values and I want to remove these first two characters, at that time I can go with the SUBSTRING function. It will help us to get the data as per our requirement. So what is the syntax we are using for SUBSTRING? The syntax we are using for SUBSTRING is like, first we have to write the function. Here it is the SUBSTRING function. Then we have to take the string expression. For an example, ID we have to take here. Then we have to take the start position and the end position. So we have to keep these things in our mind. So, and what is the start position? Basically, we are starting it from 1. So in that way it will work. Also, we'll see like how we are using the left function and right function with the SUBSTRING function. So those things we'll discuss in this session. Let's go to SQL and we'll check like how we can use the SUBSTRING function. Okay. So you can see here. So these are the data I have in this table, this calendar sales table. So now what I want to see, so using SUBSTRING, I want to see I want to remove the first two letters from the ID column. Then how I can do it? Select. So I want to see the difference I am getting when I am using this function, using this SUBSTRING function. So I will be taking over here ID. Then I want to use the SUBSTRING so that I will get the desired value. So I will take the expression. Here the expression is ID. And then I have to take the starting position. So here I am starting it from the third position. And I want like, what is the length you want? I want second length, 1, 2. The two numeric value I want from the ID column. So it will exclude these letters from this column, and it will only keep these numeric values. So I want to use in that way. So I want here, you can see the length is 2. So I will use 2. And I will assign a new name here by using aliases. So here I will giving the new name, new ID. So I'll be giving new ID from, I have to give the table name. So if I use this query, you can see the value which I want, I am getting those numbers here. Okay. So one thing we have to keep in our mind. So when we are using these things, we have to give this length, the length you want. And if you are not giving this length, then it will return all the remaining values. So it will take the start point, it will start, then it will take it will bring all the values that is available in that column. Like, let's see how it is working. So let's apply this one on name column. So if you'll execute this query, how our full name values are here. So let's go, I'll write select, I want full name. Then you'll use SUBSTRING. Then I have to give the expression. Expression is nothing but our column name, full name. Then I have to give the start point and the end point. Here our start point is I want to remove the first value, the first letter from the name column. So I will start from second position. Then if I'm not specifying the length, then I will give a new name from the column name I have to give. So if I will execute this query, so you can see here the value which we are getting, that is here the full name is Bikram. It is removing the first letter and it is giving all other remaining values from that column. So if we are not giving the length, then it will return all the values. And if you want to see it from the middle of something, like for an example, if I'll execute the same query and I want to see from third position to fifth position. So if I'll execute this query, so you can see here. So here this is the third position and this is the fifth position. Okay. Sorry. If I want to, fifth is not the position. If I want to give the length. Okay. So if I want to fifth length, then it will take. So for an example, here you can see. So I'm starting from third position. So C. And the length which I am taking, that is 5. So that means like the 5 will be the max length. So if our name is like more than like above than that, then it will return only the 5 letters from the starting point. And if it is less than that, then it will stop where like it will like the name is ending, the letters are ending. For an example, if you take the example of Nick, so it is starting from C, the third position, and it is ending at the second position, because like we are not having any value over here. Okay. So if I want to use, now I have seen like how we are getting the data when I'm using it. So by default, it is taking from the left side. Okay. So if I want to use it from the right side, then how we can do it? So simple thing. So we will select it. Then here, so again, so this will become our inner function. Okay. So I have to use the right, like outer function. Our outer function will be right. So inside this function, I have to specify the starting point. So here our starting point is from 1 I want. Okay. So what it will give? So if I'll execute this query, so you can see only one value I am getting. Okay. That is MA, the start one value, the first value. Okay. So if I want to give 5, so you can see it is returning 5 values. How it is returning? IKRAM. So in that it is calculating in this way. And if I reduce to 2, so first it is executing this inner one and it is returning this value. Then again it is selecting the 2 values from right side. Okay. So now when I'm doing it, so it should return AMA like this. So AM, sorry. So if I'll execute this query, you can see AM. Here last 2 letters TA. Here like the last 2 letters TK. So in this way we can use left and right as well, as per your requirement. I hope like there is no doubt in SUBSTRING. If you have any doubt, put it in our comment box. I'll go through those comments and I'll try to bring a new video on your comments. Thanks for watching the video. Take care. Bye bye.